Hey guys, it's Alex here. Well, instead of Gwirion, who is extremely busy with his solo RPG Day initiative, I wanted to give you a small update on the things that I'm currently working on. And well, first of all, I want to apologize if the quality of the video and audio isn't the best. This is the first time in my life that I do something like this, so just bear with me, please. So yeah. Um, well, for starters, I'm currently working on a little game called Choir of Flesh, which is started as a kind of a hack of my game Machine Gods of the Noxian Expanse. But I decided to implement a couple of ideas which I've been playing around with, namely wounds instead of HP and grid combat, but in a different way because I already use grid combat in some other games, like in Across a Thousand Dead Worlds. Well, actually, there it's hex-based combat. This is grid, actual grid. In any case, it's very small grid. It should be very fast to play, and yeah, I'm very excited about that game. The setting is completely nuts. It takes place in medieval Europe, exactly in the year 1000 of the current era, and it's about the apocalypse taking place and you just trying to survive, dealing with strange flesh devouring creatures and angels, which are more like Cenobites from Hellraiser than the usual angels. So it's quite messed up, if I might say so myself. And on top of that, it's being illustrated by the amazing Penny Melgarejo, which is just perfect for this kind of setting. So I'm very excited about it. So currently I'm about half done with the writing and layout. Fortunately, Penny is very fast with all his work. So the second I have the layout ready, he immediately starts adding the illustrations. So we're basically on par. So I'm pretty confident that it will be done next month, late August, something like that. So I'm guessing it'll be released for September. Patrons will get the release first as usual, patron members. And aside from that, I'm also working, as many of you know, on a project with Ivan Sorensen from Five Leagues, from Borderlands, Five Parsecs from Homewell, an incredible designer who specializes in skirmish game, solo skirmish. So we've been working on a little project for a couple of months now, and it's almost done. It's called Tales from the Green, and it's kind of science fiction, but in a very tribal and primitive way. Has a couple of cool ideas, and I think you guys are going to like it. It's pretty rules light for what I'm used to, so it plays very fast, and it has a lot of cool tables, random stuff, and weird shit. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to really like it. And that's going to take longer, even though we should start with play testing relatively soon. It's almost done. As I said, I just need to finish a few tables, and Ivan has to go through all of it. But yeah, I think it's going to be fun. And aside from that, as many of you already know, I've been working on a new spin-off for Carnethalas, which is called Frostbound Exiles, which, as a spin-off, it takes place in the same world of Iskandria. That's the name of the setting, and it uses mostly the same rules, but it has a couple of new additions. Like, for example, I'm using zone-based combat instead of the more abstract theater of the mind combat that Kernethalas uses. So it has that little bit more of a tactical layer. Combat is purely optional because I want the focus of the game to be on crafting and survival. So combat, it takes a role, and of course it's important for you to handle yourself when you're fighting, to know how to handle yourself, because It's most of the cool stuff that you'll want to get is in the ruins of this ancient civilization that used to occupy the frozen north, which is the area where this game takes place. And I think you guys are going to really want to delve all those ruins and deal with the creatures that you'll find there. So, although, like I said, it's optional, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to. I'm definitely going to be jumping into those ruins, and I'm very, very excited about this game because I've been a fan of the survival genre in video games for a very long time, and I'm trying to take all those cool mechanics and all the crafting, all the tier crafting, different materials, having your workstations, establishing a base, all that sort of stuff. I'm trying to translate it into tabletop. So I think it's going to be fun. This one is going to take a little bit longer because it's growing as it happens with my games. It just I keep adding stuff, and I don't think I'll have it ready until later this year. And but yeah, it's pretty cool. My Patreon members already have access to about 50% of the book, which is the core rules, character creation, and this kind of things. And yes, it's going to be fun. And then, as many of you know, I've been working on, even though it's currently quite, it's on pause. All the expansion for standalone expansion for Across a Thousand Worlds, which is called Across a Thousand Hollow Vaults, and I should really get back to that. I'm just being the worst and procrastinating and getting distracted with different projects. But I really need to sit down and get it done because it's really close to me that it just misses uh, 2, maybe 3 chapters. I can't remember right now. But yeah, it's almost done. And I think it's going to be very fun. There's a lot of changes compared to the core book, and the less in the when it comes to the mechanics, and more so when it comes to how the game is played, because it takes place in this artificial planet called the Corescape, and where you're trying to escape, but your circumstances, they are quite different from what you're used to from Cardam Station. So yes, that one I'm going to really try to work on it hard the second I'm done with Choir of Flesh, and I'm hoping it will come to Kickstarter. I don't know, early fall, hopefully. And speaking of Kickstarter, I've been working with Alan Barr and Simone Tameta for a game that they've been working on. I'm just there looking at it and saying, "Wow, this is amazing." So yeah, they've been working for quite a while, almost 2 years, I think now, on a game called Stonelander, which is a very, very unique science fantasy tribal strange kind of game. It relies heavily on hex crawling, quite a big list of skills. Uh, Probably the crunchiest game Alan has ever written, and therefore I think is my favorite. It's honestly very, very good, very cool. The art is amazing, the layout is really cool. Everything is it's just a perfect storm, and I'm hoping to be able to bring it to Kickstarter on late August. Most likely, I just need to sit and get the page done because the project is basically done. Like I said, they've been working on it for a while now, and now it's basically on my hands to get it done. And aside from that, the last thing I really need to do this year is to finish the expansion for Machine Gods of the Inoxian Expanse, the advanced rules book, which I have a lot written for it already, so it shouldn't take me long. I think I can wrap it up in a month. So, but I don't know. I can't give you an, a release date for that because even though Simone is very, very fast with illustrations, so then I know that the second I write it, he'll be done with it. I need to sit and write it. So yeah, I think that's it for now. This was, like I said, just a small update to tell you what I'm currently working on and to have something to publish in the YouTube channel because I really want to release at least one one video a month. And well, if this works okay, I'll try to maybe record more videos when I can. But generally speaking, it will still be Gwydion doing it because he's the professional one. He does an incredible job. So well, that's it for today, and thanks for watching. Bye.